Hello and welcome back to another evening in the Long Dark. My name is Michael Batman Guy. Today our fire just went out here in the cave at the tippy top of Timberwolf Mountain. And we are about to head out into a most wonderful blizzard. And... well, we were. Okay, well. Seems in the couple of minutes of time it took me to poke my head out, turn around, and come back out again. The snow intensity has died down just enough that we actually have some reasonable visibility. That's pretty nice. Very convenient. Thank you, game. I appreciate that. Makes a good start to the episode. Doesn't guarantee a good finish, but it's a start. There are, of course, reishi mushrooms here. Oh, I did say I was going to do some mapping, didn't I? Go ahead and do that. There we go. We didn't quite get the cave in on that map, so we'll want to do a little bit more if we're going to be thorough. And I do like being thorough. And we're going to head over this way and veer slightly to the left. Looks... I think it's just the clouds, I guess, up here. Because I could see, you know, on this level just fine. It's when I look up higher or up past the edges that it starts to get a little blurry. I come over here and there's a... you can see a rock there. Tie off our extra rope. Well, this will make a nice... convenient-ish shortcut to here. So this will this would entirely bypass the cave. Remember, we took our trip around that rock, up and around, and go past here, just beyond our visibility there, as the rope we took up to the secluded shelf in the cave that comes back around here. So we could come on straight over to this rope. Of course, in other difficulties, you might have to contend with that bear there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pick these while I'm here, just to save myself the trouble coming back over here at a later time. And when I get to the rope, we're going to chug our cup of coffee, shimmy on up there. Hopefully that puts to rest any complaints about not having calories in the stomach. And I am still going to stop on the first ledge, maybe even the second. Actually, now that we have so little weight on us, we can pick up all of the spare wood and other materials that we left behind on the first climb. Thankfully, the other form of encumbrance, not the weight factor, but the reduced sprint speed from our clothing, does not translate to the rope climbing fatigue here. Since that meter is entirely based on just going up the rope. Wow, that's a lot of firewood. Hey, we can even get an extra charcoal and do a little survey. That. Very nice view. How we colored this side of the peak when we're clearly on the opposite, I'm not entirely sure. How are we doing on weight now? To 18.9.
This cold is making my head feel thick.
But we're not even halfway exhausted. Which is pretty nice. But we gotta keep moving, since, as she has pointed out, it is still very, very cold up here. Here, come to this ledge. Pick up all these things. Especially want the flares. But everything else we could get, again, elsewhere. Like I said, wood is easily obtainable Coal, technically renewable. Water, renewable. And the flares, but I've got the extra pack space. Might as well take it. And go ahead and run on an empty stomach. Advantage of the coffee is it makes the getting up the rope pretty easy. Disadvantage is we're not going to be as tired by the time we're ready for bed. And given the last night we tried to sleep, I didn't actually get that many hours of rest, which means I didn't get to recover that much condition. I honestly want to be as tired as possible before going to sleep. And somehow we're warming up. Not sure how that happened. There's a warm air pocket over there, I guess. Let's actually get into the plane. There we go, nice and toasty. Alright. And we're gonna go ahead and sort our firewoods here.
My stomach is eating itself.
That's spare coal. That's spare cedar. That's spare reclaimed wood. And what do we have? We don't actually have that many food items in here. There are some fantastic food items, as far as total calories, the peanut butter, the MRE, but at this point, it's pretty much overkill. So, I'm not really intentionally starving my character per se. But at this point I don't want to be too wasteful. If I had other smaller things, like another pack of beef jerky or something, I'd eat that. For now, what I'd like to do is pull out the lower tier hatchet. And let's continue breaking things. With our hands? That's not too bad. In the hopes of finding something. No? Alright. I'm gonna try extra hard this time to remember that I have... Oh, look at that. That I have a bunch of reclaimed wood on my person, and that's what's... me down. There we go. This is just what we needed. Pinnacle peaches. Right. Anything in the cardboard box? No, didn't think so. And I think this is the last crate. Nothing inside. Oh, nope, there's one more right by the entrance, of course. Yeah, I'm actually preferring to use my hand on this. That is, as long as I was warming up. I was warming up. Oh, it's gotten colder. That is not good, actually. So what I need to do is... since I'm also thirsty... grab a soda. That'll solve two problems at once there. 19%. All of that progress, and we have totally wasted it. See, now we're warming up again. I wonder if there's some connection with the other ones, or if it was purely weather. Nothing under there, right? Nope.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Unfortunate. Alright, with extra charcoal. And yes, I am preparing to go to bed. I believe I left the book down there, didn't I? That was me thinking long term and not thinking in the medium term of what am I going to do at the top of the mountain there. So while I'm standing here, drop the reclaimed wood. I have to leave all this behind. So be it. Don't care about that stuff at all, really. Cedar firewood would be next to leave behind. And coal. Actually, probably coal, because it's so heavy. Cedar firewood. Fur is actually somewhat valuable. That I would want to take with me if I could. But man, it is not pleasant out there. Not looking forward to that, and I don't know what else I can do to pad out the daytime. Oh good, I have a couple of these I can craft. Perfect. Although, again, it's slightly cold. Am I just in the wrong spot? Nope, nowhere I go. Isn't gonna get any better. Alright, looks like this will just balance that out, so I might actually want a fire. Because I believe this is like full-on blizzard condition out here, is it not? Yeah, that terrible visibility. Alright, that explains it. This place is great, except for full-on blizzard. But I'm going to continue to push it to the limits. Craft as the blizzard should not last the entire night. That would be a little bit ridiculous. So by the time we're actually ready to, go to sleep, I think I can be fine. Just, oh no. That's not a good sign. Let's just put it that way. So I might want to go ahead and start up a fire. Anyways. Alright. Well, let's grab a cedar to start with. And some reclaimed wood to keep it going. We'll load up a nice long fire here.
Come on, little fire.
Why not? We could use a little bit of practice anyway.
Wait, that didn't work.
No, you're right, that did not work. Got plenty of tinder plugs though from breaking up those cardboard boxes. Starting the fire. Why did that work? Because you're terrible at this. I would think the fire striker would be a little bit more effective. If this one fails, I am going to start to be a little concerned. My fire striker is going to be at under 20%. Then I might want to go ahead and pick up another one of those boxes of matches from next in the cave. Bring it back with me, or swap out for the higher durability fire striker. Just because I don't want to be stuck up here. Another blizzard hits. I can't make it out when I want to, and I actually will need a fire.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Okay, add those. I'm gonna hold on to my stick. But let's pick up all this, because it is one of the worst fuels as far as time to weight ratio is concerned. They had 16 of that is 4 kilograms, so they weigh 0.25 kilograms a piece. They add just half an hour. A nice long fire from that. Good. We can go ahead and open these. We picked up an extra can opener underneath that box, so these will serve as our dinner tonight. Be sure to eat them right away. The time it takes to cook the second can, your first one, will have already gone cold. Why your character doesn't know how to keep things warm by sticking it back in or next to the fire, I'm not sure. But maybe that's something you pick up by level 5 cooking skill. No, it's not really. It should be. Should be. One of the little perks there should be that hot foods stay hot longer. Even if it doesn't particularly make sense. Alright. How many calories did we need for 12 hours? 900 calories. Got 878. So we're gonna have to cook up one more can of peaches. And that should also get us nice and exhausted. And actually the cup of herbal tea, that's gonna be 150 calories. I drink that, yeah, see I gain a few calories there, you can see the up arrow. Maybe that's gonna be enough. Yeah, 955 is. Okay, so there you. Take a piece of coal, max that out, go to 12. We probably won't rest for a full 12, guessing maybe like 11 and a half. Plus the fire should last a little bit longer than that. Yeah, so we've got still full 2 hours. I'm very thirsty. But up to 49%. Ravenous. So, let's go ahead and heat up those peaches. Just so she stops complaining. These are the kinds of things I don't mind, quote, wasting, unquote, in the daylight hours. It's the MREs and even the peanut butter that just seems like too much. Okay, so everything here. Let's pick up the bedroll now. Take that with us. Can I
wonder if I can drink any this gear.
do it all in one trip? Like I prefer 50. See, this is gonna be too much. Literally cannot move.
Can't carry this any further.
That's extra unfortunate. It's like so close that I don't want to go all the way for a third trip. The question becomes, what do I leave behind? Or break down, for that matter. Again, these, as long as I have a lantern on me, I've never felt like another lantern was really necessary. I suppose you could have extra lanterns in different locations. However, I anticipate finding additional lanterns in other locations, if we mean so far as completely different zones. Otherwise, I carry my lantern with me. So probably one lantern and one backup lantern will be more than plenty. And let's go ahead and keep the fire going while we're working here.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
Harvest the scrap metal out of this sucker. Go down to 62. And are we on fire? 2 hours. Good.
Man, I could eat anything.
Third lantern. Down it goes. Okay, just above 60. So these you can only harvest. They're necessary to repair some of these kinds of items. But 3 sets, all at 100%. See if it's actually a net gain. 3 scrap metal. Yes, it is. So now we use the old crouch trick. Are we moving at all?
I'm
No, it doesn't look like it. Dang it. Just burn the rest of the cedar. Oh, come on. Gotta be able to make it out of here. Drink a soda. I am moving. Ever so slightly. 59.65. Anything else? What else is the heaviest? The rifle. That we could harvest. Scrap it down to 2 scrap metal. And I've got the other rifle in the cave down below. I'm going to say yes. I do not see the advantage of having a whole extra rifle, especially considering there's bound to be still more. And there we go. Oh, look at that. Okay, so use the old crouch trick. That'll bring us immediately to our full walking speed. And of course, as soon as I turn around, I think that's it. So eventually, here we will pick up. You start out slowly. Once you get your feet under you, you will gather pace. But if you crouch first, get moving, and then stand back up, get kind of a boost here that immediately went away. Why is that? That is there. We got plenty of stamina. Okay, just a little hungry. A little encumbered. We do have the wind coming right at us, so we can tell by the little flakes. That is not helping. Not helping, game. Slowing me down. Oh, I need to keep doing this just to maintain pace. Otherwise, I'm not going to get anywhere. Might end up going ahead and eating something like an MRE just to save the weight and our calories nice and full. So our condition is so fickle at this point, to put it lightly. But we're in good shape. Gotten out of here with in only 2 trips. That's high efficiency in my book. Although I don't think I'm gonna make it there in time to end the episode. Not at this pace. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call the episode officially right here. Quick pause in the recording. But I will record the rest of the walk over. And we'll tack that on at the end.
I will die if I don't get food soon.
At high speed, just so you don't miss anything, in case anything interesting happens. So I will meet you back at the cave, and we'll pick up in the next episode with how we're going to tackle the rest of the mountain. My name is Michael Batman Guy. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.